I have found the hidden Oceanic Super Server Zaahen Prodigy Splash in the top lane. Hint, hint, it's actually me. I'm on the Zaahen today. And I've just played this solo queue game a little bit early today, and it is the craziest Zaahen solo queue game I've played in a very, very long time. So, I'm playing a couple of Decay games at the moment. Well, not really Decay. I'm playing some games off the back of having Decayed. I was a Grandmaster Zaahen one trick. I was the highest ranked Zaahen on the server. Still probably have the most games on this champion. He's my signature champ, so I'm just going to quickly turn down the audio for myself. But yeah, we're loading in. There's a matchup against a Kayle. Bit of a tricky matchup it can be, depending on what the Kayle does. A lot of Kayles like to go for a more aggressive setup. This Kayle went for a press the attack setup, not the lethal tempo, and she's not playing Ignite, which means that it's much easier for me to get a bit of control. She's going to walk up for a minion. We're going to punish that with an auto Q. Are we going to get the Q2? Ooh, Q2, and we're going to get an extra auto, and then we click back. That's a really important click back, because you see she's playing PTA. So if we don't click back there, she gets one more auto attack on us. She can use her E to auto attack reset and bang, proc the PTA. So instead of letting her auto me twice, we only let her do it once. Therefore, she can't get the reset. It's a really, really, really beautiful little trade there. Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to see later in this game, we get up to some debauchery as Kayle is just taking a ravaging in the top lane so far. Trades back a little bit with her E, but I think she's under a lot of dive threat here. Not to speculate. I don't quite remember exactly what happens. This game was played maybe a couple hours ago. But I do know of some team fights that occur later in the game. We're going to couple little tower shot. Maybe not ideal, you know, if you're watching this at home. Probably don't want to be taking tower shots like that. That's a bit disgusting. Level 3. Are we going to land the W? Yes, we do. Auto Q. Pop the Ignite. Force the Kayle flash. Flashy first. And she is dead. First blood, just like that. Splash on the Zaahen, flashing his signature Smolder emotes. You'll be seeing a lot of that. And look at this giant wave that we get to crash under the tower. Insta cheetah reset. It's not really a cheetah reset, but insta take a beautiful reset time. We get that amazing dive. Now Kayle has no flash. She's down Giga XP, and we come back with 2 long swords. That is a beautiful sequence of events for us in the top lane. The big problem for Kayle now, right, is that when you get back into lane after something like this has happened, you're going to see her wave state is bouncing back towards me. Because I got such a beautiful crash under the tower for the dive, her minions are now like going to clump up and push back towards me. If I so choose, I'm probably not going to because I want to pressure her a little bit more, and I like to trade a little bit closer to her tower, so probably just going to E forwards like this. Ooh, missed the W. She clicks up. That W landed, she would have been in big, big trouble. Notice this Kayle went for a cull first, which is really, really greedy, as you see. And I'm punishing that. Beautiful little E auto attack right there. Look at the spacing on that. That's a little thing you can do on Zaahen. All of the time you want to EQ, right? But if you don't have Q, any player is so much weaker than you, you can just E forwards anyway. You can go for like little E auto attack. They miss space. You got to input the auto attack as you're dashing, and it comes off straight away. It's a beautiful little thing you can do. See that little trade. Now she's got 1 refillable potion left. She's sitting at 700 HP. Gonna fish for a W. It's a good thing to do. Don't quite get it. She's gonna hit me with the E, but she really can't farm. See, it's a bit of a struggle for her to play the game. Force W herself. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about right now would be the jungler. But I think at this point, I'm feeling so confident in the matchup, feeling so like powerful if Kayle tries to fight me, that probably I would get passive and probably be able to 1v2. I'm playing that Conqueror setup. Here we go. Beautiful trade. Get that EQW auto Q2. It's exactly what Zaahen wants. And now she is in big, big trouble here. No flash. She's under tower. We're just going to walk up slowly and down smash. See you later, Kayle. And it's another dive, man. This is the most pressuring thing you can do in top lane. Put her in the grave. Yeah, look at how many minions she's going to lose now. And I'm telling you, this game only gets worse for the enemy team, and they don't FF this game. So this is like one of those games where not only do we get to stomp the lane, but we also get to watch me be ridiculously powerful in the team fight. Such a fun game. I love in League of Legends when you get a game like this. Enemy composition, pretty bad for Zaahen, though. Like, if you look at that, Zaahen, what he likes to see is a lot of melee characters. You're going to see my Karthus absolutely rolling Kai'Sa in a trade, force the flash away. That electrocute damage from bot is ridiculously high, if you ask me. That's like a very, very curious amount of damage that occurred. I was going to say, yeah, Zaahen typically likes lots of enemy melee characters on the enemy team. You can see only one of those. There's only one of those, rather, on the enemy team right now, which is that Talon. And Talon's not a particularly fun melee character because he dies so fast. Like, Zaahen, you really want those champs you can sack your passive. As you can see, I'm fishing for this ability to, like, outspace her with that EQ, constantly clicking backwards and forwards, tethering. And then the second she gets into my range, I EQ forwards. And I always fish her a W directly after. I know she dodges up. Now, this ultimate is very weird. Let's not question what was going on in my brain there. I think I want to dive her, but I probably should have held the ult for the dive. But I'm just a little bit impatient. Yeah, you can see she runs to respect it. I know I've got Ignite. I know she doesn't have Flash. She's in really big trouble here. So we're just going to play nice and slowly. butter her up a little bit, and now comes the dive. Got to get it before she hits 6. I don't know quite when she hits 6. We're going to go auto, EQ2, ignite, and she is just dead. Just like that, man. So beautiful, so crispy. You can see top lane really fares. Karma wants to have a sniff of us. She's roamed all the way from mid lane here. But I don't think she's going to be able to catch us here because we can go over walls, you see. Very fair and balanced design. But yeah, I mean, this is so brutal, man. This is just top lane for you. It's very sad. If you get dove one time, then you're going to get dove for the rest of the game. That's just how it goes, particularly if I'm playing this Ignite setup with this Conqueror. While I'm playing my games to get back into my proper elo, I'm playing this setup, and this is what I would encourage. If you're feeling very confident on your champion, if you're feeling very confident that your lane opponents you're going to demolish, like I do. So we can see, I think she's just running it down now. We'll hold that, but yeah, she's just 100% running it. Drew Levin! Where is Drew Levin? Can we get Drew? Can someone clip this and send it to Drew Levin? We need to figure out what that guy's name is, and we'll get him banned. That's the plan. That's the plan here, because if you lose League of Legends, you deserve to get banned. That's correct. But no. Yeah, no. One of the things I recommend is if you're in a space where you're feeling really confident about your laning phase, you kind of want to play in a setup that, like, what's it called? Like, goes with that. That, like, helps you with that identity. So if you want to play really aggressive in laning phase, you probably shouldn't be going, or if you, like, feel like you can win the laning phase, you probably shouldn't be going for, like, grasp, D-shield play style that you see, like, all the Koreans do. So if you ever watch a Korean VOD, you're going to see every single game. They're playing Doran's Shield, they're playing Grasp, they're playing Second Winds. You're going to see, like, almost everyone is playing these runes. And the reason is because the margins in Korea are so small. You see this Kayle is just taking a beating again. We're going so aggressive. I don't know how much I love this. We can just go ult her. Gonna force out the Kayle ult, and now she has no ult. She does have flashback, so I don't think we're going to go for the dive here. But I am a bit of a psycho. I'm known to just do crazy things. We're going to go for the EQ. 0-4 with the 38 CS, the Kayle. Not doing too good. But yeah, in Korea, the margins are so small in the top lane that everyone is playing super short trade laning-centric runes. That basically what they do is they enable, like if you see someone playing Grasp Zaahen, it enables you, when you find a small spacing advantage on your opponent, to make that trade slightly better. Because you're never going to find like an all-in angle with the Conqueror, because your opponent's not going to screw up that much, right? So Conqueror doesn't get as much value as Grasp. That's just a beautiful trade yet again. If the players you're playing against are really good, just because Grasp allows you to turn tiny wins into even like slightly bigger wins, right? Which is what at the highest level League of Legends is all about. Whereas Conqueror is just about like literally bashing your opponent in the face until they die. As we see, Kayle gonna flash away. Talon's gonna flash on top of us, get the crit on the Q, but we're just gonna be so healthy here. I don't know if Talon wants this. We gotta play around our cooldown stairs. I'm gonna wiggle in and out of the bush because I'm trying to auto attack him, but I can't quite do it. And be forced to flash away. Bit disgusting for me. Definitely could have been played a little bit cleaner. But hey, I'm happy that I'm alive. I think if Talon played that a little bit better, he probably could have killed us. Didn't quite proc the passive. But yeah, you can see, like, I'm getting so much value out of this Conqueror because Kayle's just giving me these giant trade windows. Like, I'm not just getting little EQs. I'm getting EQ auto, W auto Q2. Or I'm getting to, like, straight up run her down auto tower and dive her. And I'm using Ignite. So Conqueror scales with Ignite. Like, if you're going to play Grasp, you probably don't want to be playing Ignite. If you're going to play Conqueror, you definitely do want to play Ignite because you can use it to stack your Conqueror, right? So all these little things go into the choices of rune setup. And at the moment, while I'm playing in an elo that is a little bit lower than mine, you can see the Conqueror is really going to pay off. Excuse me. Jesus. Too much protein, guys. Bit of a protein beast at the moment. Fact. Anyway, Jay's going to pick up a little double kill, and you can see this game is devolving pretty quickly. But the enemy team does not FF this one. And there is some fun stuff coming up. So we'll see how it goes. Because now when you're in the situation in top lane, right now you can see I'm pushing a little bit slowly, just because I'm on weak side. And also because I want to... I mean, yeah, basically just because I'm on weak side, right? I just want to give myself as much time as possible. I probably won't pressure the tower here. I'll probably go for a ward after I crash this wave. It's really important in this situation. The worst thing you can do is die, right? You're going to win the game if you don't die. So hopefully I go for a ward here. Then after I get this ward, I like this ward if you're pushing up. It's a little bit better than the river ward, particularly against Talon jungle. Now you can see I have this ward, so I feel really confident to walk up like this. The reason it's better than the river ward is because your mid laner, you see the ward that the mid laner's just put down? That covers your river, right? So sure, Talon could jump over the grubs and like gank like that, but usually mid lane wards will cover your river. Or like as Kayle is just gonna let that. My bad for yapping about the minimap. She's just dying on my screen. No ult now on Kale, and yeah, we can just walk up again like this and force her off her own tower. It's just a bullying set. It's just abuse up here, man. Is this okay? Like, I feel bad. I feel bad watching this back. I mean, she does deserve it. She did pick the Kale champion. You know how I feel about ranged top players. If you don't know how I feel about ranged top players, stick around. I'll tell you how I feel about ranged top players. We do count Kale as a ranged top player. But yeah, I mean, just gonna walk back to lane now. No silly business. Probably could have held my ignite there. I think after I landed the W and sent the ult, it's pretty obvious that Kale has to ult, in which case I'm not gonna kill her. That's something a little bit critical, I could say. Otherwise, it's really important here to be, playing with your team. So you see my team is pathing towards me. Something that happens on high elo a lot is if you're winning top lane really hard, your jungle support is just not going to leave you alone because they understand that that's the win condition. So here the grub's going to be taken. I'm calling for a dive on this Kale. I know she does not have ult, does not have flash. Let's see how this one goes. I think Bard should just walk up and Q. Instead he goes to the auto. My E misses. He misses his Q as well, and I've also missed my W. So I don't know what's going on here. I am ulted by my Bard. He's going to run away. I think we've got a very low IQ combination of players here in the top lane. Myself and the Bard is, what the hell am I doing? Okay, she's dead. Cannon Minion is going to finish her off. I think me and Bard need to just pretend that didn't happen and walk away. Only Kale knows how disgusting that was. The rest of her team is just going to be like, oh, unlucky, Kale got dove. But she knows. She watched us. I think Bard and I probably should go to a confessional after that. I wonder if you went to a confession booth and told your priest about like a League of Legends sin that you committed. I was too aggressive on weak side. Like, do you think that they would think you're mocking the Lord? Because, like, you're not, right? Because, like, it is a sin. It's a real bad sin. So you can see I'm trying to get aggressive. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to stop yapping here because this is a really, really good play here. This is something you should always do. If you're ahead on top lane, you see the Nautilus hooks. I'm looking to TP. I'm hunting for this TP bot lane so I can impact the other side of the map. We're going to TP in. Nautilus ult's going to land on the bot. He does not have the hook. Are we going to go for the Nautilus? No, we're just going to ignore him and run straight past him, going for the Kai'Sa. And she is just dead like that. Double kill in bot lane, impacting the map. This Zaahen is a monster. He's a prodigy. You could say he's turning every single team fight into a splash zone. I'm not quite sure what clickbait title I'm going to have for this video, but it's going to be something along those lines. I was thinking about calling it like Zesty Zaahen, something like that, but we're not doing that. We're going to go with something else. Yeah, what's particularly good about that type of play? There's two things, right? Obviously, solo queue is a mental game. So if enemy bot sees that enemy top is losing, most of the time they're already mentally checked out because ADCs, let's be honest, they're babies, right? Anything goes wrong, it's wah, wah, wah. My support sucks, you know? My role's weak. Too many mages in bot lane, like, wow, like, come on, like, we've been having mages in top lane for, like, patches. Like, let's stop complaining about it. But yeah, if you TP bot, right, they're already mental boomed because they see their top lane is 05. If you kill them on a TP bot, bang, it is just completely, like, that person is going to probably commit hate crimes in chat, right? Which is, you know, we're not encouraging that behavior. Obviously, that's a very bad thing. But if it's on the enemy team, you know, I'd rather it be on their team than on my team, is all I'm going to say. And, we do like collecting LP because enemy team implodes, right? So it's a good thing for us. So, yeah, really, really good TP bot for the mental warfare aspect of the game, but also because it's really important to try and impact the map. One of the things that top laners struggle with a lot, because you're so far away, is when you get ahead, how do you win the game? And the answer is, press your TP button somewhere that isn't in your lane. And I think I'm playing this quite conservatively. Like, looking at this right now, I just want to send the 1v2. But we don't know where Karma is, and there she is. As I E forward, she appears on my screen. That is very lucky. And here we go. It looks like we're in a bit of a 1v3 situation. We do have the ultimate available. Curious to see how we're going to use it. Kale face checks us. He's going to get hit by a Q2. The passive stack's going to come up. We do a massive ultimate, hitting all three members. Are they going to kite out our passive here? 12 stacks on the passive, now dropping off. Here comes the Karthus ult. Karma does not have spell shield, and she might just go down. Bang! See you later. She used her E a little bit too preemptively. Karthus noticed that. Put her in the grave. We know Kale doesn't have ultimate here. We know Talon is 1 HP, so I think we can just pressure the tower. Curious to see if we're going to go for a dive or if we're just going to take the plate. I would much rather just take the plate here. Beautiful play. Again, like, we can go for the dive, but it's kind of risky, you know? I actually don't have Kale's flash tracked right now. I mean, I'm sure someone at home does. But me personally, I don't know if she flashed or not, so not going to go for the dive. I think it's a really, really good decision there. 16-1 is the game. I want you to know it is 15 minutes, and enemy team, they do not FF this. They don't. They just don't. They literally play this one out. The Karma's like, guys, I think we got this, man. So, you know, maybe the ADC didn't mental boom. Maybe this is like the most mentally strong ADC of all time. You never know. You never know. And Kale is just going to run it down again. Hey, nice. Get rid of it. Hey! Did anyone else see that Jace just do that? I saw that. Jace just stole my entire cannon. Interesting. If your jungler ever does that, I think you should pay a visit to his Krugs. I used to say that Krugs are a part of top lane. Which, you know, they should be, in my opinion. I think past a certain point in the game, Krugs. Whatever happens, happens with the Krugs, you know? If the jungler gets mad, they get mad. We're going to break down this top tier 2. 145 gold in the pocket. I miss when that thing used to give you 675 gold. That was so much gold. I was holding a second. What a beautiful little flank angle. Mortal's in big trouble here. He's a man with a hook. But you can't hook over walls. As Kai'Sa is going to be our target instead. Look at this target selection. I just do not give a crap about the support. They're just going to walk up and kill her. Ooh, Bardold's going to land. Are we going to send? Oh my god, we are. Hey, what is Zaahen passive? We're not going to use it. It's under the tower we go. Grim Deliverance. Going to land on 2. We do get the passive procced, but now my Bard is in big trouble. Magical Journey over the wall. He's going to be okay. How are we going to get out of this one? Flash the Nautilus auto. Here comes Kayle. She wants some. We're going to use the Stridebreaker move speed to get out of there. The Nautilus Dredge Line going to land on us, and it's a shutdown. 700 gold over to the Karma. Another shutdown onto the Bard, and maybe Talon is going to be wanting to play this game out as Karthus going to go down as well. Double kill for the Karma. Jace was able to pick up one on the back end of it. Here comes the Karthus ult. Bang! Kayle goes down. It ends up being a 3 for 2, but enemy team just collected so much money in terms of the shutdown. And I've got to remind you that my character does not scale particularly well in this game. Zaahen is very bad against the enemy team. So, now it gets a little bit hairy. I've gone for the Stridebreaker first into the Triforce. This is the max movement speed I can possibly go. I was genuinely considering in this team, thinking about going for a Death Stance. I was really... Sorry, not Death... Oh my god. That's what I'm actually doing. I was genuinely considering going for a Dead Man's Plate this game. Which is usually, like, it doesn't have any AD on it. So usually you probably wouldn't want it. But enemy team is literally just so ratty and they'd run away so fast that I thought maybe Dead Man's, because I'm so ahead, could be justified. Like, maybe I don't need the damage. And even in hindsight, like, it's an interesting question as to whether or not you should go for Dead Man's Plate here. Obviously, Darius and stuff, they love the Dead Man's Plate. It's usually champs that don't watch. Avert your eyes. Ooh, that was disgusting. Anyway, usually champs that get a lot of AD for free don't like the Dead Man's Plate, right? Sorry, do like the Dead Man's Plate. But Zaahen is a little bit different. The reason that you don't see Zahen's going full tank, like a Darius would, even though Zahen's passive does give him like truckloads of AD. This Kayle, I think she's in trouble here, although maybe she just runs away. Yeah, not gonna be able to catch her. Unfortunate. But the reason you don't see Zahen's do it is because Zaahen passive, unlike Darius passive, scales with the percentage of AD that you already have. So Darius passive gives you like flat 200 AD or something at level 20, right? It's like a stupid amount of flat AD. So you can just build defensive items and then your damage is covered anyway. Whereas on Zaahen, it gives you like 30% bonus AD. So it scales with how much you already have. If you don't already have a lot, Zaahen passive's kind of sad, kind of depressing. It can be really disgusting. You can get up to like 1k and what is she doing, man? Let's just, a moment, I'm just going to sit here in silence and watch this one. Rest. Oh, no, you know what? I'm sorry. My bad. Well played, Kayle. Good flash. No flash, no ult, though, so we're going to be able to pressure this tower. I think she has to run away. Should be able to get a couple plates here. I'm just pressuring the opposite side of the map again. A lot of options for you as a top laner. You can see a little bit of lag in the game there. On how to win at this point. My favorite one usually is if the Baron isn't up, you just go opposite your team and you just start breaking towers like this, right? So I force the Kayle to come top, and now I move to mid, right? Now we're going to overload a lane. Most people are going to... Like, we're going to have more people than enemy team. Kayle has to be top right now. We can break this mid tower. As enemy team looks to be collapsing here. Talon ult is pressing. Kai'Sa going to do a lot of damage. My Karthus goes down straight away. It's going to be a cue to the face for Talon. Here comes Karthus ult, and it's a double, triple Nautilus ultimate. As off goes the Grim Deliverance, and all of the enemy team are just deleted in seconds. In seconds. And they don't FF. I'm shocked. They want to play on. 27-6. And the enemy team, they say they like those odds. And you know what? God damn it, I'm here for it. What a beautiful Zaahen ult that was. My Nautilus just lands the biggest dredge. What is it called? It's Undertow, Phantom Undertow Dredge Line? I don't know. I should know that. I think it's, what is it called? Depth Charge. There we go. Isn't that right? That's right. Yeah. He lands the biggest depth charge of all time. It steps up for my ult. Beautiful amount of damage there. 2,700 in the bank. This is going to be a flat-out death stance. Yeah, you can see this is where I thought about the dead man's. Decided I just want more damage, man. And are we going to go again here? I do have the teleport up and available. I want the Baron, though. I really don't want to be playing on the bottom side of the map. I don't know why Sylas is there. I think he's there because he's doing what we call in the LCK happy gaming. And oh my god, I'm in. 1v4. Here we go. Salas goes golden. We're going to be spawning right in the middle of them. How are we going to play this? We do have ultimate available. Our passive is up. We're going to go for Kai'Sa initially. We get hooked right back. Karma W is going to land, and we're rooted on a tower. Have to click out. Talon does go down on the back end of this, and we're going to stack our passive up. One stack left. Yes, we get it. Bardo going to land on the Nautilus. Kai'Sa has to run away here, and we're pinging all in. We want more. We want to go harder. Can we make it? Ooh, double kill with the Stride Breaker. Is the W going to land here? Are we going to kill her? No! Barely not, but Jay's going to flash forward, finish her off with a hammer form Q, and down goes the Karma, down goes the Kai'Sa, down goes the Nautilus. It's a triple kill for my team. Surely this is the game. Surely they can't keep holding on. Is Kayle in the top lane? It's going to start resetting now. Do we go for the end here? I think I'd like it if we do. Rest of my team, not so curious, not so eager. Sal's going to cop the reset, and we're going to send it on a tower here. I don't like this play. Kayle might have ultimate. Oh, she's going to run us down. We're dead. Eee, a bit disgusting there. Oh, that's your eyes. Bit of happy gaming. Excuse me. Bit of happy gaming. Well, another shutdown given over to enemy team. This one only to a Kayle, you know, notoriously not that good at scaling. Right, guys? The Baron Nashor is going to be up and available here. I think that's probably our next objective. When I respawn, I think I should just go click on it. Although, Jace did just die. An enemy team is on the top side of the map here. So it is a little bit concerning. I think they could potentially go for a Baron angle, given that me and Jace are both dead, although I think Talon would rather click on his rocks than get the Baron, which is good news for us again. Probably their best play in this point is to go for a Hail Mary. Instead, they're just going to walk around in a death squad. Sal's forced to go golden, but he's 1v4. I don't like this. Wah! Ah! What a beast! What a monster! What an escape! Okay, you know what? I forgot that happened. Well played, my team. I don't know why Karthus is bot lane here. Like, isn't this just disgusting? Like, there is a Baron Nashor on the map, and my ADC without TP is just going to side lane match the Kayle to protect a tier 1 tower. My mid laner is top lane. My jungle is going to his red buff. Alert, 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 Jace, alert, alert, alert. There is a worm on the map. Alert, alert, alert. Oh my god, he's asleep. He's gonna do a full clear. Oh, he's coming. Here he comes. Okay. Whew. Big awareness. He did realize that we are hitting the Baron. Good news. Although Karthus does seem to be in some trouble here, as Talon, if we look on the minimap, has found him. Although, looking at the health bars, yep, that didn't look like it went too well for the Talon. If you look at the health left on Karthus there, on top of the minimap, seems to be doing pretty well for himself. Not quite sure what went down between him and Talon, but it might have just been an exchange of gold, you know, exchange of the PayPal details. And now I think realistically we should just click mid as a 5 and end the game without 2 inhib waves. Let's see what we can do here. We do have side lane Karthus without TP yet again. I've tried pinging him, but we're just gonna push. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. This situation here, wow, I'm really mad about that. Sometimes I don't listen. It's okay. So in this situation, what you have to do is adapt. So hopefully, with my body language, I communicate to my team that we don't want to fight right now. As you can see, I'm standing really far back because I know it's 5v4, and my team, they don't really care. We're just going to send it as here comes the zip. Wow, what the hell is going on? Enemy team is just all dead. Good flash from the Kai'Sa. I think we might go down here. The passive may be going to get procs. Yes, it is, but we're going to full heal off this. Level 16 Zaahen gets so much healing from the passive. I literally have no words to describe this team fight, by the way. All of this damage just happens at the same time. Every time. It's my Sylas casting enemy Nautilus ult into my Grim Deliverance, and just 4 members of enemy team just get nuked. Only reason Kai'Sa lives is because of flash, but she's going to overposition here. We're going to charge forwards, knock her up, and take her down. As now the Nexus is open. But Kayle, what can she do here? I think I just want to end, right? I don't want to let this Kayle cook, man. End the game! Whew. Okay. GG, baby. And I do report her at the end. That was good. Good report. Good report. Make sure you report enemy inting players. Very important. What is she called? Old Age Wexy. Drew Levin. Get on that one, okay? She literally ran it down in lane. Time to ban. Anyway, look at that. Plus 26 LP with a fast climber. Fast climber in Master. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. I'll see you guys in GM. So I went pretty well today. I think I went 2-1. Anyway, let's see. Hold on. I'm going to stick around because I want to see what I type here. Got blasted in lane, then ran it down deliberately. Report player. Nice. Okay, bye, guys. Bye. Bye now. Bye. How do I stop recording? Bye.